Hi and welcome back. So in the part before we created the model here, so the phaser itself with the cover. I was trying to follow the reference pictures and the blueprints which we had here and create the phaser according to them and also the details. Now I skipped this on the bottom, but I don't see any use of them there, so I didn't did them. But if you want, you can do them. You know how it's the same like here on the top. So we created all the details. I think the most fancy one is this handle here. And now I would like to create the material and apply it to the phaser and the color. So if you look on the reference picture here, you have three base material here. Now it's this one which look like metal or plastic. I think I will use plastic for this. Maybe metal, I don't know how it will look. So it's this one here, the same but in black here, and the rubber thing here for the handle. Then we have just 2 or 3 simple materials like the bottoms and the bar, which probably indicates the mode of the phaser. So we need to divide the phaser in multi-sub object to be able to apply the materials, because it's everything from one object. So before I do that, I will delete the TrueBus modifier there and there. Let's go here and reset the X-form. First here and the same here. Now we can convert this to poly again and apply TrueBus mode here and also here. So you should notice that after we applied the reset X-form, the grid here, which indicates the model, changed. So sometimes if you have any kind of problems like by beveling, extruding or anything, try to reset the X-form and the cage which is around the model should change and be helpful. So this will be just one material. It will be black plastic with some bump map there. And let's go here. So back to poly mode, Control A, and set the ID to 1. Now this will be the base, so everything here. Now we should select the left and Z view. We should select now the black thing, so I will select it like this. F4 to see the edges. Probably I will wait for that. And now this black material is going, or should go somewhere here. Maybe one more time, like this. Now let's go to the left view one more time and let's select this one. Perspective to look if we selected everything. Okay, that's fine. I think here we are too much. So like this we put it better. And now from the bottom view, let's go from perspective to bottom. I will ignore backfacing and try to select this here a bit more. Back to perspective. Yeah, it was working more or less. Hold on Alt, deselect this. And now from top view, I need to select also this. So carefully I will try to select the edges or the polys which I need to. And I think just manually I will add this view to the selection. So this will be the black material there. Just for sure I will check if I didn't select anything which I don't want. I think it's fine. So this will be the second material. Now The next should be a rubber thing here. So we cannot loop. So I will try to loop the selection. So I will select one poly there, or one edge there, deselect what we selected here, ring that, and control poly. Now it was working pretty well. So this will be the rubber thing here. So what I did, very simple, I selected one edge here, looped that selection, deselected everything which I didn't want it to be selected by the edge selecting, ring that. That means that I selected all in these row, and then just control poly. Well, I will hit one more time shrink just to keep that selected. Okay, and this will be the third material. With the third, now I will go here and select, oops, select this one here. Of course, without anything, just that. This will be the fourth material. Now let's go for the buttons. First, let's do this one here. So just select the top and let's grow until we'll go deep. If you remember, we was doing extrude there, so until here. This will be the fifth. These two are the same, so just select them both, grow until it's too much, shrink once. Here with the sixth material, and the last one, probably the last one, will be this. So select that, grow, seventh, and I think I will select also this top here. So select this edge, ring, control poly, and grow twice. This will be 8. Okay, so I think we have all materials selected, or all IDs. So now we just need to create the materials. Okay, let's hit M. Let's go here. Now, for sure, we'll use the materials which we have in our library here. I will, of course, use plastic made. It's this one, maybe this one. Just for sure, I will also place here metal made. Now, if you have a black texture or black material, it means that this texture is missing. So just clear the M there, or just try to find the texture, because I was changing them a bit. So some of them are black, but actually they are fine. Just the texture there is missing. It's not only because Max is using absolutely paths to the files by default, but also because if you rename that, it's just lost. Okay, I will create here material with the name phaser, changed it to multi-sub-object. So I have here, well, we need 8. So material with 8 slots. Now I will create here, or I will firstly do material for the cover. So I will drag this one here, name it to cover. Now rotate a bit on that, and I want to be this almost black. So let's go here. Reflections are so far fine. I don't know how it will be looking there, but we'll see. Now, UV map for the box, and we have there a bump map, if you can see. So we can do the bump map a bit smaller, like this. And we'll see how it will be looking at the end. Okay, just very quickly, that one. And let's go here. So I will apply this material here for the phaser. And we can start. So we have plastic, reflective and plastic mate. I will use probably the mate everywhere. So I will drag this one here to copy, not instance. And I will name the parts. So this will be the base. With the front, middle. Now for the rubber I will use probably the plastic, also just change the settings a bit. Handle. Now this will be the same like the base, but I will change that a bit later. Now these are the bottoms. Here we can use this here. Copy. With no map. Just simple plastic material. Which color was this? Ah, this was red. So I will also change the color just to see what is that. So it's red. And now copy. This should be white. And now we have these two here, the last two. So here will be the bar. I will place here the base 2 and this after. Okay, so first of all I will edit this one. So I need to see the bump map. I need to change the color to something which will be looking a bit like on the reference picture. Probably this will be working. Anyway, we'll see. The reflections are, I think, fine. Anyway, you can change that a bit. So you can go a bit with the glossiness up, like to 0.5 maybe. And we'll see the result after. Now the bump map, of course, I will go much lower there, like this. And we can also change a bit this. And we need to apply a UV map modifier there. So let's go to polyselect here. Select the one and UV map. We'll again apply the box. It's making some troubles there at the bottom. So apply this, it should be the same. But with polyselect it shouldn't do the strange artifacts which you could see. Sometimes this happens, but it doesn't matter much. Okay, box. Yes, let's go back here. Yeah, it's check there. Okay, that was too much, but oh, it's okay. We'll try these settings here and we'll see at the end. Okay, so we'll see. So we have here this bump map here, which I actually like. So I will drag it here and hit instance there. So if I will change here anything, it will be also here. Okay, so we have here this bump map. We have here some kind of material. Now let's go to the middle part. For the middle part, I need to use also a polyselect and UV map. Actually, I should use that for everything. and here and there I should use actually the same. Now this part should be black. Let's go here. The reflectivity should be similar to the base material there. It should be just black. So not much to change. Now to the handle part. For this I will change both settings, I think. Low. So let's go with 25 and 35 here. The bump map I will use this one, I think. So let's go to polyselect and select the third material there. So as you can see, I'm controlling the bump map just with using the map inside Max. I don't want to do anything else so far. So like that. Okay, I will jump here, straight here. I think these bottoms should be fine. I don't want to change them anything. It's the same. There are no bump maps, so no problems. So let's drag here the base. We can go by copy. We cannot use instance there. Now here I will use a mix map. Now the mix map will be from a bed map here, which I have here, so all formats, and the Star Trek logo, and a color should be the same like this one. So okay. Great. So let's choose this one here. Anyway, I'll change that. And bitmap back should be the texture which we have there. And we'll see how we'll be looking there. So let's go back to the model and again polyselect. Polyselect Fort and UV map. Can use the box. Doesn't matter here much. So it's reverse. It's reverse, so in this case we need to rotate that. I think we can also rotate it by selecting the gizmo. Oops. Okay. So we have this texture here, which should be a mix from that and that. So it should be this color with the rest of that. Anyway, we'll see how it'll be looking. I hope quite fine. The bump map should be the same, of course. So this is the 4th, and we have the 7th and 8th. Now the 8th will be this black one. Copy. And the 7th should be again the base. We can use this one here, but again with different texture there. But here we don't need the mix material, we just need the bitmap and with this. So the last thing which I will do is to use UV map or polyselect for the 7th material and apply UV map to that. And again, it's reverse, as you can see. I created here an image in Photoshop very fast. I don't think we need to recreate it, or we should do it together, because it was really simple, and I used actually the techniques which I did by the hologram tutorial Photoshop, or for Photoshop, which we have here. Okay, so we have everything here together with also this one. So now we need to do a test render. So we'll select this and hide unselected here. I will use show frame to see render setup. Change the resolution to something better one. Be sure to have mental array here. Now let's go hit here a plane. Doesn't matter where. We'll do it quite big. Bigger than better than here. Let's move this somewhere up. So first of all, we need to do a render of the materials. It's nothing special right now. I think actually we can also use the default which we have here without the lights, I think. Okay. The only thing which is bad is this stuff here. The rest looks so far fine. Surely better than I thought. Okay, here's the color different. You can see that. So I knew that it would be like that. Anyway, where we are? Here we are. Sorry for that. I need to grab this color here somewhere. Okay. Let's select the base also here, copy there. Now let's go here, here. No, this is okay. Now it's actually absolutely horrible thing, because you can see the same material but in different units. Wow. Cool, huh? No, this is strange. So I need the same color which I have there, or I will just turn it off. Actually, I don't know. I never tried there. Now here should be the show last render window. Here is it. So what I will do, I will go to region and render just this small part here. Okay. Oh, there's still a difference. So I need to change this to the material which I had there. And actually I can even place there anything, but in the scene materials I should have the same. Oops. Ay. What was theirs? This cannot stop me. It could be just... I hate this. Now I don't want really to try that and so on. but I can't remember how to place the create material there, and I can't find the same. Anyway, I will check this a bit later. Maybe something will jump into my head. It's horrible. Okay, one more try. It's a different picker also. I jumped from Mental Way to Default Studios Max, and I think I have the material there. So great. So it don't look so bad so far. Anyway, probably there will be need some changes. Now, first of all, I will place this cap to the phaser. So let's go somewhere like this. Now, from the left view, place this up to cover the phaser. Now, perspective. This will be the group 1. Before I do anything else, let's draw here a box from the top view, and for the length it have too much. Actually, we need the phaser will be probably long like this at maximum. It's the proportion of the phaser. This is too long. This is more than 1 meter. If we take the able over the units, so you see that it should be big like this. It's also for the lights and everything. So I pack the phasers that to zoom. I think we can also the plane make a bit smaller. We'll save some space. Okay, so we have here the phaser in probably a real world units. Now we will apply a simple material here on the bottom. Let's go with something like this, maybe. But we'll go from standard material, not from this naturally, my bad. So let's go like this. You can press a 4 if you want to see more, but I don't think we need that. Now, here is the phaser sinking already. So let's rotate it by 90 degrees, something like that. And let's find the camera for that. Okay, probably this wasn't the best idea. Let's rotate it in this direction. Okay, so now I'm trying to find some kind of nice view. Okay, I know, it's up to you how to be looking. So let's say I will do something like this. And let's keep this by 0, of course. So here's the phaser. Place it on the ground of the plane. Okay, let's see what view we'll create here. So this is the group 1, we can ungroup that, select just the phaser, copy that somewhere. Let's here. Okay, I think we could try a view like this. Anyway, first of all, we need to solve the problem with texture probably. So we have this view. Now let's create a camera from this view. So cameras, create a camera from view. Now perspective, let's place there some lights. I will go with photometric lights, free light. Yes, exposure control will be fine. Can turn off auto grade there, and we'll create one here. Now let's change the settings. Now the shadows retraced. Diffuse rectangle. It's probably too big. It's of course too big. Now let's make it smaller. We'll try to go with this kind of settings. We'll see. We'll change this a bit. The temperature. Now from the top view, we'll rotate it to an angle like that. Now from perspective and in local mode, rotate it in this axis, place it a bit bigger. And now from top view, we'll create a copy, move it here to the back. First turn off the shadows, now rotate it to place it on the faces. We'll also make it a bit smaller. So that intensity there. Now camera rendering environment. HDR map, don't forget that. All formats. Let's go here. OK. Drag the HDR to the editor instance and Spherical environment. In the setup, this could be for the VIP render. Fine. Exposure control, render preview, and we'll see. And we don't see anything. The intensity of that is too big, even if we play with this. You know, it's too much. Okay, so perspective. Now let's go here to 500. That means that here we'll go to, I don't know, 75. Camera, exposure control again, preview. Now it's a bit better, but still too much. So let's go here to 250 and here to 50. Again, preview. Almost. Okay. We need less and less, so 100 here. 15 here. We have very small objects. Okay, this is better, and I think now we can create this in a way with exposure control. Even that it's a bit high, but later we can change that. So let's do a render of that. We want to see the phases rendered, then we can change other settings. Okay, see the sign there. Okay, this is too much here. It looks more lighter there. It don't look so bad. Actually, I like it a bit. So let's change here a few things. Now, first of all, we need to change the color. So this is too much, and also this is too much. So here we go to 0.5, and by the size, oops, we go to 0.3. Also change this a bit. Also this. This is the first thing which I want to change. Now, this light will be 20, and this here will be 75. So I'll go a bit lower with the settings. Go back here to exposure control one more time. Yeah, this is a bit better, like it was before. Now, this don't looks actually absolutely like some kind of silver material, which I would like to see it. So, probably I will change this. I think for sure I will change that. Oops. So I would like to try some other material. I will just copy it here, just in the case I will change my mind. So I will go with the metal chromate here. Copy. Clear this, of course, and copy this one here. Oh, we can go in instance. Probably too high there, so let's try the same settings like we did had before. Now let's look here. Probably move this a bit down. Okay, and we'll see. So let's do the render. Yeah, okay, this looks much better. Of course. Yeah, for sure. Even the bump map here. So we just need now some fine tuning here. Okay. Now I need to change also the second material here. So what I will do, I will grab this map here. I will place this one here and to the color, which is probably the half of everything. It'll be easier to set up. I will place this map. So here is the silver map. Now let's go here to the handle. Probably should have a bit more life there, so I will do something like this. Now for the black material here in the middle, let's see, like this. And we'll see now, but before, probably I would like to change a bit the angle of that. And also it would be great to place them a bit more near to the camera. I don't know how. Maybe like this. Or we can also group this a bit. Rotate. With the rotation we will make a small space here. Also here. Okay, I'm just thinking now how to zoom the camera a bit more to them. Okay, let's create a new camera here. Create a camera from view. Now for the cover, probably we should also change or bring a bit live to the cover. Oops. Okay, we'll see now. Now exposure control again. Yeah, you see it like changed the image absolutely. Okay. Now render. Okay, probably this is a better camera, a bit. Okay, the sign here is fine. Everything looks not so bad. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I will turn down a bit. The bump map here is still too high, but the reflections are better. I like it more. And also everything looks a bit nicer there. Okay, now let's look on the bump maps. So they are too high everywhere. So 003 have to be enough. Of course, also here, because it looks too big, and like that, I don't like that. So I will change them to a smaller value. Should also help a bit to the final image, and I will look a bit more on the lights. Well, here wasn't anything. Here is poorly, but it doesn't matter much. This one looks fine. Okay, so we have the camera and everything. Now let's go to perspective and then let's look on the lights a bit more. So I'll drag this one a bit here and this one here. Point them a bit more to the phases. Now let's go to the exposure control. Yeah, see it changed a bit again. 5.3 should be a bit better. Now we can also change a bit the color. Now it's some kind of neutral or something, and let's try this. It's a bit a colder color, but it should look a bit nicer there. We'll go also with 80 here, maybe 85. Okay, exposure control, render preview. Yeah, this is a bit better. I like this a bit more. I'll also go here, oops, 23, just a bit, like 6500. Also here, camera, and let's try, not the final render, but let's say poorly. One of the renders which will be the final. So FG points 350, samples per pixels 4 to 16, and let's wait. So far so good. Now a lot of grain, of course. Let's see. Yeah, this material is better than the plastic one which I have there. Yeah, I know what I will change before it will do the final render there. Change the background to something lighter, almost white. So let's do the render. It should be the final one. So as you can see, I was trying to create a phaser, I did. I was trying to create the materials, I did. I created 2 textures. Now the sign of Star Trek or the Federation was very simple. There was just one thing: to find the image and to create the mask. So to have the image and the masks should be just black and white to see that this is the mask and this is the texture for that. Then I created the bar here, or the mode indicator, which was also very simple. There was nothing hard to do. I just grabbed some image from Google and created a few very decent effects there. Nothing hard, very simple. And then the materials also very simple. I just used from the library which I had there and adjusted them to fit to the image. So if it was plastic or if it was metal material, there was always something to change. The reflections, the glossiness, always something. And also I tried to create this according to the real world unit, so it have probably it's a bit bigger than it should be, but anyway, the light is acting according to the image which we had here. So I will wait until it will finish the rendering, then I will create an ambient occlusion map and just finish the image, and we are done. So nothing hard. Probably I stuck in few parts there. Nothing tragic, I think, but of course this kind of stuff could or can happen. So just few moments and we are done. The ambient occlusion map is much faster, of course, than this here. Okay, so copy the image. Let's open Photoshop. New. It's a bit too big. I don't know why. Yeah, it's better. And now the ambient occlusion map. So how to create that? Very simple. Just create a mental material, mental array. Place here ambient occlusion map. Samples, let's go 64. Distance 0. Render setup. Elements, no processing, yes. Material override. Place this one here, copy. Now let's go to the exposure control because it's changed now, absolutely. Too much, too less. No, 0.5 will be the number. Maybe 0. Okay, yeah, this is fine. So let's do a render of that. So this ambient occlusion map should adjust the shadows and highlights on the image. So you will see the reflections of the light a bit more, but also the shadows. So it's very good to do that. Now the shadows are looking nice, but in some points there could be a bit more darker, and this map will do that for us. So it's a very good way how to show and create the highlights without using any brushes in Photoshop and so. So it's very fast and there are not much work after. Okay, so few moments, as you can see, the ambient occlusion map is rendering a little faster. So again, copy the image, paste that both, multiply on that, and we don't have to apply the full strange. Let's go 61 as, and you can see how it changed. So let's go just with 50. Now I'll create here just these borders of black. I like this because I used to do that almost everywhere. They are too big. Okay, let's make them smaller. Oh, this is probably better. Damn. Okay, so the phaser is done. I hope you enjoyed the work on that. Of course, there is some space for making it better, of course, play a bit more with the lights, materials, and also the environment, maybe a bit with the settings and so. But I like the look at the end. The last thing which you could do is that you will apply here more edges let's go here like 20. It's too less. 60. Yeah, 60 should be quite fine. And you will not apply here simple white material, but you will change that to composite. Keep the old one, and for the next one you will apply just standard one. Check this for wire, and this to black. And now if you render exposure control, here it was 5.3, I think. So if you do something like this, you will see actually also the reflections of the phaser to the bottom. The background will be a bit more alive. It will be not just a simple one color thing, but it will be more alive, like, okay, this is really a 3D model or something. It looks a bit more like engineering stuff or something, you know, like a drawing or something in that kind. And also, if you have high reflective materials, sometimes hard to see, like, it's really something reflecting or not. What the hell is that? Like a ball of just metal. So the bottom is reflecting of the ball, just the bottom of the image, and it sometimes looks very strange. So according to the background and the materials, the bottom should reflect also the lines and everything. Now our background, our materials are not high reflective. That means that it's not reflect actually the bottom. It's a bit, maybe, but it's hard to see. But still, it's reflecting, and I think it also looks a bit better right now. Yeah, it looks. So you can see that here this material is more reflective than the rest of this here, so you can see the reflection, and in this moment it already looks a bit better. So you can help with making this kind of stuff. Of course, you can apply the same ambient and occlusion map like we did before. There is no difference. You can also change this picture to something else. I choose some Star Trek interface there, but there is a bit too much colors there, don't you think? Well, it will be more decent, it will be better, but anyway, again, it's your taste how you will do the rest. Now you have the space for experimenting with the materials and everything. So if you have already this kind of stuff, yeah, it looks better. You can do the rest by yourself. So again, I hope you like that, you learned something. Of course, usually, all the time, people do some mistakes, I did too, so I hope there wasn't anything tragic there. So I really hope you like that, and I really hope you will watch something else by us. So thanks for watching, and bye bye.